Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. In this one, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Utah Jazz. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And we've got just enough time for a pregame report. Let's go over to the sidelines, where Allie LaForce is standing by. Allie?
All right, B.A. Well, Rudy Gobert is accustomed to getting overlooked. He said, quote, when you play in a smaller market, you have to do 3 times what the guys in the big markets do. It's fine, though. I'm just focused on this team. Individual awards aren't what I play for. I want to keep getting better and winning. Guys?
He's doing that. Thanks, Allie. And tonight, 2 veteran teams, Grant. What does that tell you?
Well, usually with an established team, you've got to beat them. They won't beat themselves. But a lot to learn in this league, and really, there's no substitute for experience.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. At the forward slots, Avdia and Hachimura. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kevin Durant. Seth Curry is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Brown in at the 3. Now here's Irving. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Curry against Mitchell. Drops in the layup for 2.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll. Boy, year after year, Rudy Gobert tries to pay the price to improve. We know he's dominant in the paint, obviously an exceptional defensive player, but the points, rebounds, blocks, everything has climbed.
And so it's Utah with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Conley against Irving. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. You know, he's always been imposing with his height. But Doris, the strength work Gobert's done, it's really paid dividends.
Well, he makes his living in the painted area, right? You have to carve out space to finish at a high level. You've got to gobble up rebounds. All of that extra strength, all of that extra agility never goes to waste.
Now here's Conley. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. Irving against Gobert. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Durant. No good off the back of the rim.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
Back to Brown. Drummond to screen on Mitchell. Here's Brown. Yep, count it.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Pass to O'Neal. Bogdanovich against Brown. Lets it go from 11. And the jumper falls for him.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Mitchell against Curry. Irving attacking. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
So Utah ends up going with a new group.
And at the line, 1 time.
That free throw good from Irving.
Inevitably, when I see Kyrie Irving, I can't help but think back to Game 7 of the 16 finals, the big 3 to win it. Just a truly extraordinary moment.
Now here's Clarkson. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And here is Irving. Outside Curry, lets the 3 fly, fires in the triple. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front, they lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
All right.
And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim, he says it goes way back.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Hey, can't you just picture Kyrie as a kid stretching the limits of his creativity?
I can. And legend has it, growing up, Kyrie's backboard had a corner busted off, so he learned to put spin on the ball to finish around it.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Eric Paschall. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in for Whiteside. Bogdanovich comes in for Paschall. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Conley subbed in for Alexander-Walker. Now here's Mitchell. 17 points in his last outing. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 6. And we creep towards the MVP being named. Doris, what was the closest MVP race you can remember?
Well, I mean, for me, in recent history, 2017, when James Harden and Russell Westbrook were battling it out, and it was Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double that really pushed him through to the other side.
Here's Durant, following the bucket by the Jazz. And here's Brown for 3. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. Now Bogdanovich, guarded by Durant. Back to Mitchell. Conley against Dragic. Fires for 3. The shot by Conley, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Good on the bucket. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Pass to Conley. Now Gobert. Outside Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Mitchell. And he converts the layup.
I can see the agile move by Donovan Mitchell. This guy is able to navigate around contact or, if necessary, play through it.
Now here's Durant. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Mills for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Mills. Outside Conley. Over Dragic. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got his first points of the game.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Nets out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shifting gears, let's look at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, they know this is going to be a tough team to beat. Some of the individual matchups are going to be major challenges. But if they can control the pace, I could see them picking up the W.
And enough of our shenanigans. It's time to send you back courtside for the second half.
Shenanigans. You know what, Shaq? You're a world-class rapper, platinum albums, blah, blah, blah. Can you rap the word shenanigans in a rap?
Of course. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let me introduce you to my 2 favorite friends. That's right, baby. We're back with our shenanigans. The pandemic ends and the fans come again. Back to B-ball, y'all. Ben Famishing.
Ooh, drop the mic. Bars.
That was solid.
Bars.
Thank you, Ernie. Thank you, Ernie.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Kevin Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Brown in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside Durant. Irving for 3. Pure from three-point range. Irving's got 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Conley against Irving. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Brooklyn has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
Now here's Irving. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game, and they pick up 2.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Gobert. Over Drummond, and the shot no good, a bit short. And what we've seen is guys want to play alongside Irving.
Yeah, people who know him best vouch for him and will even join a team partly because of him. Plus, this guy is so insanely talented. You know when he's on, he gives you the best chance to win.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Drummond to screen on Bogdanovich. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Gobert. Outside Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell with the ball. Over Irving. That one a little long.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Mitchell against Curry. Back to Irving. Driving inside. Yes, it's good. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Claxton comes in for Durant. And it's Thomas in for Brown. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Whiteside, he's checked in for Gobert. Pascal comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. Now here's Clarkson. Puts up a three. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Hassan Whiteside. Eric Pascal is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence. And I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack and you always have to believe in yourself no matter what the situation.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Here's Irving, and it's LaMarcus Aldridge with the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
For the Jazz.
Utah shooting it well at 59%. Here's Mitchell. Clarkson, left side. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Well, that's a beautiful pass by Donovan Mitchell to a ready shooter, and his focus as a distributor has really improved.
Here's Durant, and he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And Durant gets it to go.
Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Mitchell against Irving from the baseline. Again, Utah.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Mitchell against Irving. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. Durant against Gay from deep three-point range. Durant, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Mitchell. Oh, he nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Who wants one? Come on, make some noise! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Johnson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Steve Nash said to the team. And he said to his guys, quote, "Let's get a few more stops here, and we should be in great shape to close this one out." Keeping it simple, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the Jazz with possession here. 7-point differential. The three from Mitchell, and he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Donovan Mitchell has an earned reputation as being elite as a scorer in this league. He's cooking right now.
First team foul.
Irving against Conley. Here's Curry. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Kyrie Irving understands how to find an open teammate, puts it exactly where it needs to be.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth.
Who wants a t-shirt? All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. That three's off the mark. And now we've got an intentional foul.
This is third personal. Team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving. And out the line, shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pascal from outside, and knocks down the 3. 16 seconds left in the final quarter, and so they foul intentionally.
First foul, third team foul. At the line, Patrick Mills stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And it's Clarkson missing. Irving with it. This one belongs to Brooklyn. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. We trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively. It makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. Now our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.